Laddus, laddus, fresh pure ghee besan laddus, the best in town laddus.
Hmm, these look very tasty.
Gee saab, my laddus are the most premium in town. Here, you may taste one.
Mmm, indeed. Delicious. The perfect sweetness. Mmm, and fine pieces of pistachios and almonds. Mmm, how much?
Saab, these are the best laddus at the best price. Only 20 copper coins for 10 laddus. I will pack for your family.
No, 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 no. I want only two laddus for myself. How much?
Hey, only 2 laddus, huh? Then it will be 4 copper coins.
That is too expensive. I will give you maximum one coin.
Sap, that is too little, Sap. At least give me 3 coins.
That is too expensive. I will give you maximum one coin.
Sap, you look so well to do. Why bargain with a poor man like me? Alright, give me 2 coins. I won't be able to reduce below that.
So, what if I'm well to do? Money doesn't grow on trees. I have toiled very hard to accumulate wealth. Money is to be saved and not spent.
And so, saying so, Mohanlal left and walked towards home with his head held high, proud to have not given him, while his mouth kept watering and he kept mulling. How could he have spent his hard earned wealth on those laddus? So, what if they melted in his mouth? So, what if the aroma and taste still lingered on? So, what if they were of the most premium quality? On reaching home, he went and plonked himself into a comfortable rocking chair and called out,
Lata, I am home, Lata.
Lata, Mohanlal's wife, came out of the kitchen holding a steaming hot cup of chai. La 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 la. And she placed it on the table in front of Mohanlal. And she noticed that Mohanlal looked very grumpy. So she asked, Is everything all right? What's wrong with you? When she did not receive a reply, she understood. Tell me now, whom did you argue with today? Mohanlal told Lata the entire conversation with the sweetmeat vendor. What? And you did not buy those laddus even when he was ready to give you at 2 coins? When will you improve? When will you improve? We are so well to do.
So, what if we are well to do, Lata? Money doesn't grow on trees. I have toiled very hard to accumulate wealth. Money is to be saved and not spent.
And then there was cold silence between the two of them when Mohanlal seemed to have struck upon an idea.
Lata, why don't you make those besan laddus?
Hmm, that's a good idea. It's as it is the festive time. I will make a big lot and we will share it with our neighbors too. Asha Masi, Neena Didi.
No, 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 no. Lata, why spend money unnecessarily making laddus for neighbors?
They always share their delicacies with us. All right, I will just make laddus for the servants and us.
No, 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 no. Lata, the servants get their meals. They don't need special treats.
When will you improve? When will you improve? They toil so hard for us. All right, I'll make laddus for the children and us.
No, 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 no. Lata, the children need to take care of their teeth. Too many laddus will be bad for them. And why do you need laddus, Lata? Just last week you were complaining about not fitting into your clothes. You must avoid. Make just two laddus for me.
Lata was now fuming. and glaring at Mohanlal. But she chose not to speak. Now, I'm sure that you know that when someone is furious, especially your wife, one must choose not to utter a single word. I wish our Mohanlal knew this because as soon as Lata left to attend to her chores, he said, Lata, please understand money doesn't. I know money doesn't grow on trees and you have toiled very hard to accumulate wealth. But what will you do with all the saved money? Leave it for the seven generations to come and wish that they don't spend it too? And saying so, she stormed into the kitchen. When she heard, Lata, I am going to collect my pending dues. I will be back soon. Yes, yes. Your two laddus will be ready. That's what you want to hear, right? Lata knew Mohanlal very well. But today she was absolutely exasperated with his stinginess. She kept aimlessly hunting the kitchen for ingredients. All these years, I've understood him, taken care of his needs, his comforts. All he cares about is his money and himself. What about me? What about me? And that's when she noticed that the ground rumbled, walls shook, and a beam of light shone in. Lata was confused, but soon it all settled. And when she turned, she saw Mohanlal standing back. You're back so soon? Lata, my dear Lata, I was thinking you should make those besan laddus for everybody, the neighbors, the servants, our children, and even for you, my dear Lata. Really? You really mean so? Of course I do, Lata. It's high time I become generous. I will help you make those laddus. Let's make it for our entire community. Lata, now before wasting any further time, before Mohanlal's mind could change, started assembling all the ingredients. Pure ghee, besan flour, jaggery, nuts like almonds and pistachios. While Mohanlal sat on a nearby stool, slicing the nuts, and Lata kept measuring the flour. La 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 la, la 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 la. When suddenly she heard someone call out to her from the window. Lata, you seem to be very happy. What's the good news? Lata peeped out curiously. Huh? Huh? Who, who are you? What do you mean, Lata? Are you all right? I am your husband, Mohanlal. But my husband is right here next to me. Who are you who looks exactly like him? Lata was right. She saw two Mohanlals, one outside the window and one who was now standing right next to her. She was absolutely confused. What was happening? And before she could say something, the person standing next to her said, Imposter! Imposter! Catch him! As soon as the servants heard this, they at once charged at the person out and ensured that he could not enter in. The person who was outside immediately rushed to the king's palace, explaining his predicament that he was the real Mohanlal and the one at home was an impostor. The king was equally confused, and then he summoned for the person who was now at Mohanlal's home and was equally shocked. The same khaki color kurta and white pajama, round belly, protruding ears, and a moustache that curled at the top. They were absolutely lookalikes, absolutely same. The king asked multiple questions, and got exactly the same reply from both of them. After repeated failed attempts, he summoned Lata, Mohanlal's wife, to help decide. Lata said, Your Majesty, I will ask just one question and I will know who is my husband. The king signaled her to go ahead. Listen, I've been wanting to buy that onion pink sari with intricate white laces from the market for the festival. May I?
Of course, Lata. Why do you need to ask me? You can buy whatever you like for whoever you like.
And then she turned to the other person. But before she could ask her question, a booming voice came.
No, 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 no. Lata, you already have so many saris. Wear that blue one which we bought 2 years back for the festival. Please understand, Lata, money doesn't grow on trees. I have toiled very hard to accumulate wealth. Money is to be saved and not spent.
Lata smiled, for she knew who was her husband, the real Mohanlal. I'm sure you do too by now. What do you think she did? She stepped forward and walked. And all those who guessed that she went and stood next to the person who was the generous one.
Yes, you're right.
She went and stood next to the person who was the generous one and said, Your Majesty, this is my husband, Mohanlal.
Lata, Lata, you're making a big mistake. I am Mohanlal. He is an imposter.
Came a booming voice again. And then, all of a sudden, the ground once again rumbled, walls shook, and a beam of light shone in. The court looked confused, and soon it all settled. And the entire court saw that the person standing next to Lata was now standing in a blinding aura of light. They were shocked. And the person said, Your Majesty, I am not Mohanlal, but Saka. I came down from heaven and I saw the plight of this woman to teach this man a lesson. And then he turned towards Mohanlal and said, You see, Mohanlal, you are so stingy that your own wife denies you. But all is not lost. There is still hope. You are so blessed. Be generous to share. Mohanlal, now ashamed, said in a sheepish grin, Maybe I could share a little. A little? Maybe more than a little. You better be very generous, or I will be back. And in a flash, he disappeared. Mohanlal walked towards Lata. But before he could say something, she said, It's such an auspicious day, isn't it? We will make besan laddus for the entire town and then we'll go and buy that onion pink sari from the market. Let's go, let's go. Mohanlal's already terrified face froze. His legs shivered and he said, All right, Lata, as you wish. They say habits die hard. Maybe we should kick out the bad ones before they start kicking us.